In today's vlog, we're going to be comparing my PXG irons against some old irons in matching lofts. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today, joining us at Golf Repairs for You with Master Fitter Sam Smith, where we're going to be having a look at these Ryder Mark III irons and comparing them head to head with my current irons in the matching lofts, because we had a match with these, didn't we?
Yeah, we went on the course and just had a bit of a play around, and we used a max fly ball at the same time to see what it was like back then, basically.
We played with the irons using max fly ball. We also played with the irons using a modern day ball, and we compared at the time head to head with PXG, but with, you know, obviously modern versus old lofts. And a lot of subscribers said, well, guys, you can't really compare a 6-iron today with a 6-iron back in the 80s because there's just such a difference in loft.
Yeah.
So how much have irons actually improved? Is it just the fact that lofts or irons have got stronger and that's the big, you know, reason for the increase in distance, or have the heads got more forgiving and easy to it as well?
Yeah, that's what we're going to test. So we're going to bend the older irons to match the lofts of your PXG irons, and yeah, just see what the difference is. It'd be interesting to see what, like, centre of gravity changing over the years, if the spin's quite different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see.
I remember at the time saying that I think if you lower the loft of an old day iron, it just won't launch.
No, I think it will. Yeah, it's hard to say what ball flight would be, but I think it'll launch lower, even though the lofts are the same. Yeah. Because I think the centre of gravity won't be as low in the head, basically. Yeah. But yeah, that's what we're going to find out.
Right, let's get cracking.
Yeah.
So this video could end up being pretty short because we're not even sure if these irons are going to bend yet.
Yeah, the only problem, I think these are cast, and there's a lot people might not be aware of. Cast is a lot of harder metal, so it's just harder to bend, basically.
Do you want to just check my 5-iron loft before?
Yeah, we can do it first.
Start, and we'll get these sort of matching in loft.
27. That is.
27.
27. I'm surprised if this is a good few degrees weaker. Oh, Jesus.
What's that?
1, 2, 3. 31 and a half.
Wow.
So we've got to bend it 4.5 degrees, basically.
Do you think that's possible?
We'll see. Otherwise, we might be catching a snapped hosel on camera, potentially.
Let's have a go. I mean, these have been donated to the channel, so we've not got anything to lose.
No, that's fine. Again, I'll try and keep the line the same as well, just keep it a fair test.
If this doesn't work, we have got a backup, haven't we? You've got some.
Yeah, I've got a set which are forged, which are an old set, so we can bend them if needs be.
I might be stood in the wrong place here.
Might want to zoom up. I'll give it a bit more force than normal.
Is it moving?
We'll see now. I've got a degree.
Oh my god.
Let's keep going. Yeah, we're not even moving now. That didn't even move.
What you got it to?
29. I mean, I can bend yours 2 weaker, but you better have it in realistic modern lofts, really.
Yeah.
So I think that's...
Shall we get the forged?
Yeah, let's get the forged set. They're from about 1990, Set McGregor Pro 82 blades. But they're forged, so they're definitely bent, because I've bent them before.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me grab them. So video's not over yet.
Right, so we've had a little bit of a switcher armoury.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a backstory to these, isn't there, believe it or not?
Yeah, when I brought them, supposedly, at one point, they belonged to Sandy Lyle.
Yeah.
Quite cool. But I'm trying to do research on these irons for ages ago, but they're quite hard to find. So they're called Tawny Classic Pro 82, but apparently they're like a kind of more exclusive set.
Like a tour version at the time.
Basically, yeah.
Ah, there's plenty on eBay. Do you know how much these are fetching? No. £275 a set.
Oh.
So be careful bending these. Date-wise, you're not wrong.
Yeah, I thought...
From 1991.
Yeah, I thought we were about 1990.
Yeah, that surprised me, that.
Yeah, they look older, like how the design is.
So we've got the data. We're going to go head to head now, 9-iron versus 9-iron. Now, this is probably going to end up being a more accurate test because we've got stiff shafts. We've actually got the exact same grip as I use on my irons and they're the same length. So it is pretty much now just a head to head. No one can complain about lofts. We've got these bang on, haven't we?
Yeah, got a match in. And yeah, because I reshafted them in the past, they've got KBS tall stiff, so it's not like they've put, it's an old shaft as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a good comparison. Probably better than what it would have been, to be honest.
Fantastic comparison. And there's going to be no argument now about whether old heads and new heads are any different apart from loft, because that were always the argument, weren't it?
Yeah. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see.
I mean, you know, to look at when you look down at that, it looks fantastic still.
Yeah, they are really nice looking.
I wouldn't, you know what, if you told me with that grip and that shaft, if you said to me that were like, what?
Like a current blade or something.
Yeah, well, if you told me it were 30 years old, I wouldn't believe you.
Yeah.
I mean, that looks just fantastic, doesn't it? And they're not even like refurb, these are just, you know, fresh, aren't they?
Yeah, they're good condition.
Would you sell them if anyone were interested, Sam? That's the big question.
I don't know.
I might be.
Everything's for sale, isn't it?
I might be.
Well,
everything's sell for a price. Really good chat.
Jeez. Now, looking at the distance I'm hitting these, I'm not sure if there's going to be much difference.
You flagged it.
That is some sexy looking club.
I mean, main thing to mention as well is if you do get an old set and de-loft them, it does affect the bounce, so that's something to think about. Every degree of loft you take off affects a bounce by 1 degree. So if you're coming in, say they were 2-3 degrees weaker than they're playing now, obviously we took that much off in bounce. Also, the lower bounce you go, it will dig a bit more.
Right.
So people need to be aware of that as well. You can't just expect to de-loft it and be flushing it. You know, you might get a bit steeper on it.
So what would you say to anybody that's thinking of de-lofting their irons? Where would you sort of cut off be?
I would, like, if I'm fitting, I always go no more than 2 degrees either way, because it can affect offset and onset as well.
Right.
So again, because we've strengthened them, it will create a bit more offset.
Yeah.
So that's all things to consider. But yeah, I'd never go more than 2 degrees weak or strong. And I think all manufacturers, that's their limit anyway.
Shall we have a look head to head, 9 iron versus 9 iron?
Yeah. Let's have a look.
What do you think, Dan, or should we save it to the end?
No, let's have a look.
So 4 yards. Ball speed a little bit slower.
Yeah.
2.5 mile an hour. Launch actually a bit higher. Spin a bit higher. And then club data. In fairness, you were swinging it a little bit slower.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, 2.5 mile an hour, so it's quite a bit, but the efficiency was actually higher with the McGregor.
Yeah, I did, honestly, Sam, I felt like I was flushing him.
So if you'd actually put the same input in, you'd have got more ball speed than the McGregor, and it'd have probably gone a little bit. Yeah, spin deviation's great.
Tight.
Yeah, really tight.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could argue the 4 yards is because of the club head speed. So I'd imagine if you got the club head speed to match, the ball speed would have been pretty similar, really.
Yeah.
But I think carry would have been, again, same or maybe a fraction shorter potentially because it's got a little bit more spin on.
Why are the iron manufacturers then just increasing loft all the time in irons?
Just distance, that's all.
Just purely so people think they're hitting it further?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you look at like, a lot of game improvement sets, they'll go stronger lofted. They'll even go standard length of a shaft longer than other models in their brand.
Yeah.
A PXG, an example, you know, their standard length specs in the, say, Gen 7 P heads 37 for a 7 iron, the XP heads 37.5, but then the lofts are stronger. So literally that 7 iron in the XP is basically the 6 iron in the P.
Yeah.
So it's always going to go further. But I only fit to loft if, you know, I'll fit people into the XP only if they physically need lower loft because of how they deliver the club. I'm not going to put people in a set because it's going to go further because you just lose all that control.
Right.
But yeah, it's basically just for distance. That's why people are doing it now.
Right, let's go up to 7 iron.
Yeah.
I know you mentioned about the offset, you know, maybe increasing because you've strengthened the lofts.
Yeah.
I certainly feel as well with that interaction, you know, with floor.
Yeah, it'd be a bit
grabbier,
sharper leading edge. And I think you can see that in the profile anyway. It's not as kind of rounded as a McGregor, as a PXG set.
Yeah.
So obviously you won't feel it as much on a mat, but on the course you'd definitely be making it
Taking
nice.
some big divots.
Nice divot. Let's change. There we go.
I might need just a spot on that.
Oh yeah, sorry.
They just feel different every time I'm hitting them, and I think that's probably to do with. But you know what? People said back in day, like when they used to make these irons, there weren't that much choice in head styles, were there?
Oh no,
You know,
it's
like everybody uses sort of head style.
I think even obviously they're 1990, 1991, so they're not really, really old, but you know, even back then there wouldn't be loads of options of heads. It'd be like a blade and then a cavity back and that'd be it really. Yeah,
I'm just not getting that like sense of flushing the ball.
No, you're not getting that oomph. I think
No.
that's probably enough balls, I'd say, for that. Very big difference. Yeah, ball speed nearly 6 mile an hour. When just launch and spin a little bit flatter, but because your ball speed's dropped as well, you can see at peak height's a lot lower.
Yeah.
And yeah, so then you're just losing carry then. You know, 165 carry, 177.
What did the club data look like?
So club
If you
date.
don't mind me asking.
Actually swing it quicker.
Yeah.
So that's a fairness efficient. Just double check your efficiency. You might have read one a bit weird on your 7 because you shouldn't be getting that with a 7 iron. Just double check. No. Well, you've created efficiency numbers with your 7 which shouldn't exist really, which is good. So for what you're putting in, you're getting like loads out of your 7 iron.
Yeah.
And then technically 1.34 for a 7 iron McGregor is actually pretty optimum. But I think because you trap it quite a lot and you take a bit of loft off, you add more ball speed. But you can see that even though you've swung the McGregor quicker, you've got way less ball speed out of it. And you see path and attack angle are identical. I did, well, yeah, it's true. You've had a very good fitting if you can create that efficiency. But yeah, you can just see that just general strike, that is, just not really flushing it as much as you can with yours.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could just see a bit flatter fly and just not getting that good angle of descent. So yeah, let's go on to the 5 iron.
Scary times. You might want to stand behind me, Sam.
Yeah, I might move. So I'll go turning 190 because I'm expecting it to not go as far.
Oh no, that felt horrendous. Nah, I've not felt vibration from my fingers for a long time.
And that's with good shafts as well.
Yeah, good shafts, good grips. But that vibrated. Imagine that on a cold winter's day. Get in the comments, guys, if you played golf back then when
you thin
used
one
to get vibration through shafts. I bet even some modern day golfers won't even know what that is, will they?
Yeah, if thin one in winter,
oh,
it's not a nice feeling.
That would butter. The contrast between like two swings and
so when you
feel.
catch it, they're really good, but it's for consistency.
I don't think you get that as much with modern day blades. Would you that much vibration, or do you still get like a lot?
No, I don't find they're as harsh. Again, that's just a bit of technology we can put into them.
Yeah, to dampen it.
Yeah, to make it a bit more stable.
Again, another flush one, but I must be really hitting them out of middle to get that flushness. Can't say much but direction, but
A little bit left.
you know, after 9-9, I think I started to maybe even talk about a conclusion before I'd even, gone anywhere in the video. It just shows you how like things can change when you get stuck in.
So I've got that in a 3 iron as well, so I don't even know.
I think we'll give that one a miss. Have you? To be fair, I've hit that flush.
Just can't hit the 7.
I've only hit one sort of real miss hit.
Yeah, definitely coming a bit low. Yeah.
Whose irons were there?
Sandy Lyle.
Sandy. think Sandy would have hit it like that?
He's not as good as you, is he?
He'd have taught me a lesson. Shall I go one more?
Go one more, I'd say.
Is he alive?
He's alive. Yeah, he is. Just hit one more.
I can't swing. One sec. I could never hit that out.
Is he alive?
No good looking.
Sorry, Sandy. That cut right a bit.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
A bit more right.
Right, let's have a look then. It's 3 yards,
Wow.
wider dispersion, but yeah, 3 yards, ball speed's pretty similar. Again, launch and
Jesus.
spin a little bit higher.
I'm surprised at that. In terms of, I think the subscribers are right. This is just a game of lofts.
I think it's, again, depends on the iron you're altering as well, because
Yeah.
we've been using a blade. That's
Yeah.
why you've got, you know, you've just had a good session where you've hit the 5 iron well, but then the 7 iron you've just struggled a bit.
Yeah.
So you can see, yeah, you strike them well, they're pretty similar.
But the question we wanted to answer today is, are modern day clubs longer just due to loft? And I think, you know, based on distances, the only difference in distance has been probably due to profile of the head more than the loft.
Yeah, I think if it were a game and you had the lofts the same, we're all talking probably like that, like, you know, 3 yards. It's not like
Yeah.
a great deal. But again, you see dispersion's a lot wider with McGregor. Just again, a bit of consistency.
Guys, I hope you've enjoyed that video at Golf Repairs for You with Master Fitter Sam Smith. And just to conclude, Sam,
Yeah.
what should the subscribers be looking, you know, to do during the winter months in terms of the bag? You know, what do you see the most?
I'd say, yeah, like loft and light check's a big thing, especially this time of year. You know, if you've not had them checked for a while, they can definitely move it for forge and stuff like that. So, yeah, maybe get them checked, or even like a full bag MOT, just have a general check of everything. But again, it's stuff like this you can check. You know, if you've got a set of irons that are a little bit outdated, you could maybe get the lofts tweaked to benefit. But again, it depends if the numbers are going to get more optimum.
I think in my professional experience, guys, if you're looking to change your clubs, actually now's the perfect time. Don't leave it till sort of February, March, April, you know, when
Yeah.
the season's upon us. I think, for me personally, I've always looked to change my equipment in winter because it's like inspired me to practice a bit more for a winter month.
Yeah, definitely.
So if there's any equipment needs, any custom fitting needs, make sure you hit Sam up. We'll stick your link in the description. And yeah, we'll look after you. I think you've probably seen what numbers I'm getting out of my irons, how well tuned they are.
Yeah.
And I think if anyone has been down here, guys, get in the comments, leave a review for Sam, because I think subscribers always like to look in the comments and read sort of positive reviews, and I'm sure there'll be nothing else
Yeah, thank you.
from people that's been to see you. And yeah, I think we'll conclude on that.
Yeah, more filming.
We've got some more filming, we've got some fantastic videos coming up. In fact, we actually did a bag MOT with Dan, who's behind the camera, so we'll get that video out in the next few days. If you're wondering what's included in a bag MOT with Sam, we'll stick that video up. How much do you charge for a bag MOT?
£50 for an
£50.
hour and a half session.
And you get a lot included in that. We'll not give too much away, but we'll put that video on for you to have a watch. And we better, yeah, we've got cracking. We've got some stuff to do, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got quite a few to film today.
Guys, hope you're enjoying the videos. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in a few days' time. Bye.